Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. So today we have the SES O3b mPower mission. It is due to launch in about 50 minutes or so. So I actually thought this was going at like 8:30, but clearly I keep forgetting now, in the UK, we are out of British summertime. So I decided, why not just start the stream as I have, and we'll play a bit of KSP2, because, you know, we all love a bit of KSP2. And it's actually going to flick off, because I need to turn down the audio for it. So, but look at my lovely wallpaper. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And also you can see I have Euro Truck Simulator now. It was on Steam on offer for like £4. So I thought, why not? I'm a son of a truck driver. How hard could it be? With keyboard and mouse, it is very difficult. So yeah, I have that, and I am going to be doing probably some live streams of me messing about with some trucks. I have driven tractors with trailers, so that's farm vehicles to the Americans, not what you call trucks. So yeah, I thought it'd be quite fun. We'll do a live stream probably this week. I'm going to be trying, I've got this whole week booked off. I only have one day that I'm actually going to be potentially out the house. If not, I will be doing some live streams. I'm going to try and live stream quite a lot this week, as YouTube is pushing all my content out quite a bit, so keeping up with the live streams is actually helping quite a bit. I'm just going to remove my microphone. That's better. Right, so this is our save from my last stream, and we made a glider, basically. So let's see. Here we go. So we made this like glider that can go off. But after the stream, I actually kept playing for a bit, and I wanted to see if I could like use it as a normal rocket and then detach. And it went somewhat. Yes, lorries. Yes. So what people call lorries, we call trucks in the UK. I know a lot of people call pickup trucks in America, they call them trucks, where we obviously call them pickup trucks. So it is very confusing all around the world, what everyone calls things very differently. But here is our previous little glider thing, and it's just turned upside down, facing straight up. Now, I was playing around with this, and I actually had to pitch this engine this way, because like the space shuttle, it actually causes too much of a lean, because the center of mass is off the center of thrust. So we had to lean it over like that, and it works out pretty well. Let's just say you wouldn't want to see the first few flights of this thing. They just ended up in somersaults. So we are now going to just see. I can't even remember how this one flew now. I can't think about how it was, but I am actually now with my streaming software. I was in 1080p, and well, I was in 4K cropping down to 1080p, but now I've actually done it to 4K, but the output resolution to the stream is 1080p, so it's slightly different, and it means that you guys actually get a bit of a clearer image. And yeah, it just seems that everything seems to fit perfectly now with my OBS. But I have a new monitor on my main. I've actually got two more on the way, so I'm going to run three 4K OLED screens, and it is crazy. It is so nice. Even just jumping from, what was it? It was an off-brand 4K monitor I had, and it was rubbish. Well, I wouldn't say it was rubbish because I've given it to my wife now, but it just wasn't, it lacked some colour. It wasn't very accurate. And going to this is insane. Like, it looks so fluid now on my screen. So, let's go ahead and fly our lovely rocket. Here we go. Now, I did have some problems. I was trying to get this into orbit because it has enough delta V to at least get me somewhere. So, let's try and get this into orbit. Here we go. And release. So we're going to do this like an SSTO, although technically it is not an SSTO because it does have technically staging. So we are off, and it does quite well actually, I have to say. Just very minor inputs on the elevator just to keep it in line with how we want to go. So it tracks pretty straight. I think the hardest bit has definitely been trying to get control in space, because that has been like the hardest bit. See, look. This is what I'm having problems with. Because that was actually... like, I have no control now. As you can see, I've literally got no control. So now we are just hurtling back down to Earth, or technically Kerbin. And yeah, that kind of didn't really work very well. It was working quite well, and then let's see, can we engines? Okay, I think that's actually probably the wrong thing to do. It says we have a parachute. I can't see. Okay, well, I have no idea what to do. I'm gonna kick the gear out. Just see if that gives us any air resistance at all. And I don't think it's gonna work somehow. 295 kilometers an hour, meters per second, and wow, we jumped up high. Holy cow. That is mad. And are we gonna die from doing this? It's gonna be 60 kilometers. No, there we go. No, I don't like the water physics on this game. I'm guessing in the new update there's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be a lot more, because I know they've teased on their thing that they've put quite a lot more into stock KSP2. Right, so shall we just go straight up, guys? Go. So I've noticed there is a little bit of a wobble at the start, but if you control it, you can actually quite easily do it. Now, I've gone with the two side ones. They are the ones that actually can steer, or it's a gimbal, because I have had instances where that one was gimbaling and it was sending me absolutely crazy. And if you leave it on like any of these, you can see I'm not touching it and it's swirling like crazy. So I tend not to touch any of these because they really do send it a bit crazy. Right, We are quite high, and I'm gonna just dupe over. Dupe over. Whoa. So this is what happens. Right, we're gonna cut off. We're gonna point there. We're gonna go. You go there. You detach. There we go. Now I've got no RCS or anything like that on this, but what we're gonna do is we are gonna use this. So I need to add some RCS thrusters on this because look, as soon as why did my Chrome page just? I've got no control over this at all. Like I've got no control. And this is all it does. It literally just spins out of control. And half the time I just do this and let it fly into space. So yeah, that is literally what I've been doing lately. We fly up to 7. Ooh, there was a bit of a... That was a bit of a, like, what do you call it? Frame buffer moment, whatever you like to call it. Now, I like looking into these. These have been so funny. Look at him. There is Bill. And one thing I love doing this. It's so funny. Right, so he is actually falling. He's spinning quite fast. There we go. We're going to put some negative G's on him. Look, we're actually getting, you guys can only just see it. We're getting some negative G's on there. And look, it looks like the parachute is actually like coming off. It's mental. He is flying into the atmosphere, and then it spins the other way. Let's go. Let's see, what can I do? Can I do this? Oh, look, look at him. It's so funny. That is pretty cool. What is my Chrome tab doing? My Twitter Chrome tab just keeps deciding to refresh and mess up. I don't know what is going on. Here we go. Let's see. Is our parachute strong enough to stop us from spinning? Like, this is crazy fast. Oh yeah, it's got us. Man, we're still coming in pretty fast though. Yeah, the visuals on this game have definitely upgraded in the 1.5 patch. Like it just generally, like the atmosphere, the clouds, like it generally looks so much better. Right, so we are going to revert to the VAB quick, and we are going to stick some what are they called? Some monopropellant onto the capsule part. Monopropellant, small. I'm going to put one there, and then we're going to put some small ones here. Nice, that looks good. So now we need to put some RCS thrusters on. This will help us basically control the rocket in space. Right, Right, there we go. So, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to add some to here as well. Right, there we go. And then we want... I'm so blind. I go to places and then I'm like, where is it I'm trying to find? And then I never find them. There we go. So we've got some RCS monopropellants up there. See, we've got a little bit less delta V now. But that is fine because, do you know what? We're going to do something a little bit crazy. No, we're not. I was going to think about putting some Sepatrons on the wings. But I don't really fancy doing that. Because it's already a bit uncontrollable as it is. I don't think sticking that on will make it any better. Okay, right, here we go. We're going to go for it again. Light the engines. Release the clamps. Right, here we go. We're going good. So we're going to go... We're going to try and do this one again. So we're going to pitch it over just like an actual rocket would. And when we start getting higher, we are going to turn the RCS thrusters on. So then we don't lose... See here, we sort of hit a little bit of a buffer. I have to just give it a bit of like... It's almost like there's a little bit of wobble. And like, it just seems to not want to play ball. Right, here we go. Come on. Right, we're going to pitch over now. Not too much, not too much, not too much, not too much. Come on. Houston, we have a problem. We're just inside the atmosphere, so it's just enough to mess it up. But we are quite high now. We're going to get to 83-ish. And we are using quite a bit of our RCS. I'm going to turn it off. Right. Right, there we go. So, we want to use this now. We need to hurry up because we are coming up to 77 kilometers and our peak is 82 kilometers. So this might be a little close one. Alright, here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Jettison. Right, there we go. So that is moving away. Oh, what the heck is that doing? Here we go. We're going to go in. There we go. We've got so much more control now. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Come on. Point the nose down. No! It's not enough. Oh, man. No. Right, we're going to flip and release. Oh. Oh. How do we manage to avoid that? Okie dokie. Guys, we have a problem. We have a serious problem. I don't know why. Where's it gone? Has it gone that far already? No, there it is. Okay. I think we're gonna change this. We're not gonna now do this because this seems to be impossible. What we are gonna do now is we are gonna make a super heavy rocket. So just the that's all saved, so I don't have to worry about that. Right, let's change that one. So we are just going to go from the ground, from the top. We're just going to go one of these. So we are going to try and make our cool. So that's what we want. So now we are going for the big tank. So we have got to make basically Falcon Heavy, the super heavy booster. So I know we're not going to get the 33 engines that are on it. We're going to see how many engines we can get on it. Alright, let's go here and just move it around a little bit. That looks good. So far we have 16 engines. So there we go. There's another inner set. That's 24. So we are going to go for a total of 25 engines. Now, is this going to be enough to actually manage to make it so it can fly? Probably not. Let's have a look. Let's see what our... Oh, do you know what? We are very close. So all we need to do is realistically remove half the amount of fuel on that and we should be plenty golden. 1.2, yes. So actually Super Heavy is actually able to hover. Oh, have they... Oh, guys, I think we might actually have. I'm just going to quickly check. Have they started their live stream yet? Where am I going? Well, why? SpaceX, thank you. Yes, they are live now. Brilliant. Sweet. Oh, wow, that's loud. There we go. So, there goes, there goes KSP2. Do you know what? I'm going to say it now. This looks so much better. I can actually read like all the things down here. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, X Twitter. They have upgraded their streaming you know,
the mPower
capabilities.
is the one that enables countries to do that.
In Galapagos, because we are so isolated, we struggle a lot with connectivity. Without internet, I can work with the platforms. I can be outside the world and the work and notice me in the platforms that I use, Booking, TripAdvisor, and all that kind of things. Now,
Nice.
our guests can work from here and connect all over the world.
Right.
Without internet, I do not have business. Simple like that.
Simple like that.
The mPower system will be operational soon. And it's a perfect example of SES's purpose, doing the extraordinary in space to deliver amazing experiences.
Okay, I've just moved something. I've moved something the wrong place.
On your screen is a live view of our Falcon 9 vehicle. This two-stage Falcon 9 stands about 229 feet tall, or slightly taller than the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. When it's fully fueled, it'll hold just over 1 million pounds of propellant that the vehicle will go through in less than 3 minutes after liftoff. And we began loading those propellants on both stages of the vehicle at T-minus 35 minutes. Now, starting from the top of the rocket, our payload today is safely enclosed inside of that 17-foot diameter payload fairing. And that's that large structure you see at the top of the rocket. Made of a carbon composite material, the fairing protects satellites on their way to orbit. And the fairing is jettisoned approximately 3 minutes into flight.
Here we go, guys.
Mission,
Oh, that's a bit of a dirty camera.
Each payload will deploy at separate times, about 6 minutes apart from each other. And the fairing halves supporting today's mission are flight proven.
Nice.
One half is flying for the 8th time today, and the other half is flying for its 9th time.
M1D chill.
Below the payload fairing, we have the second stage that will take the O3b mPower payload to space. The second stage will ignite its single Merlin vacuum, or MVAC engine, about 2.5 minutes into flight, and then it'll relight for a second and a third time before deploying the two satellites.
Oh, is something shaking the camera by any chance?
Going to MEO, or medium Earth orbit.
Medium Earth orbit, okay.
We refer to different orbits such as LEO or GEO, but today's payloads are going to MEO, or medium Earth orbit. MEO is located at about 8,000 kilometers above the surface of the Earth, and as the name suggests, it's an Earth-centered orbit. MEO's optimal orbital position powers the capabilities of SES's next-generation communication system, O3b mPower, which is working towards the goal of global reach of 96% of the world's population with as few as 6 total satellites.
Very nice.
Stage 1 fuel load complete.
And below that second stage, we do have the inner stage, which is part of the first stage. As you can see on your screen, the carbon fiber interstage is a distinct black color, and that's because it's unpainted TPS, or thermal protection system. And this protects the composite material that the interstage is made of.
That is quite cool.
Stage, there are 9 Merlin engines that will get Falcon 9 off the ground and up to the thinner parts of the Earth's atmosphere. And shortly after liftoff, the first and second stages will separate from one another, and then the second stage will continue to orbit, while the first stage will start making its way back down to Earth.
So guys, what I am going to say, oh wow, look at that.
Today's booster is flying for the
They have definitely improved their stream quality. That looks so nice. Right, I'm going to put into our poll. I'm going to do my usual.
Successful recovery of an orbital class rocket. And lastly, that large truss structure you see there is the transporter erector, or TE.
There we go, guys. The poll is in the chat. Get your votes in. Let's see what people are thinking.
Telemetry umbilicals from the ground systems to the rocket and satellites. And this is until Falcon 9 goes on internal power and clears the pad. At liftoff, the TE will retract in order to clear the way for F9's ascent.
F9.
Before the TE is able to retract, we will see the clamp arms.
Oh, we have a tie at the moment.
Pull away from the vehicle just slightly.
2 votes, and we are at 50-50. That is a very dirty camera. That needs a good clean.
You should be able to see it leaning away from the vehicle shortly.
Weather doesn't look too good out there. It seems a bit windy.
The first stage is connected to a launch mount at the base of the TE, but the structure is hinged and it will retract away from the vehicle in preparation for launch.
Well, do you know what? It's getting a bit cold in here today.
Strong back by the launch team.
Nice.
You can see under the fairing, those clamp arms are now completely open.
Yeah.
And the strong back will begin to lean away from the vehicle.
I'm liking that, you know, Twitter have rolled out. Obviously, they very secretly done this, but you know, I don't think we're going to be watching the second flight of Starship in a very low resolution, which is brilliant.
First stage and second stage should finish loading propellant just about a minute apart from each other. First stage should be wrapping up at T-3 minutes, and second stage around T-2 minutes.
So I will be, guys, I will be setting up my live stream for, what day is it? The 17th. Yeah, the 17th for the lovely, what do you call it? The flight of Starship. The second flight of Starship is slated for the 17th if they get approval. So at the moment, they still they are saying they are waiting for approval. So the 17th could be completely off, guys. It could be completely off. They might not receive it by, you know, the 17th. But obviously, fingers crossed. Right, here we go. There are no issues on the rocket, which is brilliant. Look at that lovely arm. So everyone was looking at it from like the last flight from here. Oh,
and the range is
we have another vote, and there's another vote going to no. Yes, I have to say, whoever's put yes, you either new here or you just want an explosion. Because Falcon 9s don't go boom anymore. Like they used to. I think they've had what? In the last 2 years, they've only.
We'll block any camera views of payload deployment.
They've lost. What have they done?
After first stage landing and a successful shutdown of
our man, first burn. That's a shame. But yeah, so they've only lost a few boosters, but that's only been because of like Falcon Heavy, where they're expendable. I can't say that word.
From the TE lock slide. This is a completely normal part of the closeout process.
Nice. Well, that's good. That's I see that, Arvac. It's nice to hear. Yeah, it's going to be quite good, this rocket launch. So they are sending I think it was a communication satellite. I forgot. I've moved my notes now. But yeah, so they are sending 2 satellites into medium Earth orbit, and should be really interesting. Here we go. So I don't think it's going to go boom, guys. I honestly, I don't. The Falcon 9s don't go boom. Like, as much as I would love to see it.
Go for launch.
Yes, we go for launch. Get in there. We are ready to go. Here we go, guys. I'm going to end the poll at T0. So get your votes in, guys. Get what do you think is going to happen? There are no winners. There are no losers. They are just excited space fans. This is going to be pretty cool.
15 seconds.
Here we go. They are launching these so often now. It's just crazy. Oh, here we go. I'm going to have a sip of my drink before ending the poll.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, here we go. Oh, look at that adjustment. That exposure set down. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
I couldn't even press screenshot. I couldn't even press screenshot quick enough. Well, this quality is looking so much better. I think everyone was sort of very concerned and worried about how the streaming was going to go for Starship Flight 2. I'm quite happy with this.
At Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying the O3b mPower payload.
Dang, here we go, guys.
Telemetry.
During ascent, we will tilt the 9 Merlin.
Look at that, it's
engines,
beautiful.
And that will turn the rocket horizontally in what we call a gravity turn.
Gravity
Now we're
turn.
up, but we're also heading horizontally away from the launch pad.
Look at them beautiful clouds.
Moments ago, we did throttle the engines down.
God, that's a solid bit of cloud.
9 is supersonic.
Our maximum
Oh,
aerodynamic
that's a gorgeous bit of tracking. A little bit out of focus, but you know, Oh, there you go. When it
Back
pops
to-
back into focus, that is so
The rocket
cool.
typically needs to go about 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth and get into orbit. So keep an eye on that stage 1 telemetry in the bottom left side of your screen.
That is beautiful. Oh, look at
Coming up in
that.
about a minute, we do have 3 events in quick succession. Those
Oh.
are MECO, or main engine cutoff.
That is
stage
beautiful,
separation,
guys.
and SES
Absolutely beautiful.
MECO is when we shut down the 9 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage.
Look at that.
Stage separation is when the first and second stages will physically separate from one another.
In literally
And SES
almost
1 is
2
when we light that
minutes,
single Merlin
it's at
vacuum engine on the second
35
stage.
kilometers in altitude, but also going sideways at the same time. It is mental. Oh, look at that. This is my
Finishing right
favourite
views from
part
stage 1
of
here,
like
looking down
the
towards
whole
the
rocket
Earth.
launch.
You can see those 9 Merlin
Did
1D
you see
engines powering our way into orbit.
when they say about being, you know, in the upper atmosphere, it's very low pressure, and it just allows the plume from the engines just to get wider. So here we go. That's MECO.
MECO.
So now they're going to go stage
Stage
separation
separation confirmed.
and second engine light. Or second engine start, I think it's called. There we go. So that is the first stage.
Wow, amazing view there of
Look at the
stage
booster
separation
just
and
like
MVAC
falling
ignition,
away.
as well as MECO from the ground.
That
Now
is
getting a live
so
view
cool.
From our MVAC and stage
Oh, you
1
can actually
camera.
see the booster.
We did just successfully cut off the 9 Merlin 1D engines. separate
That
the 2
looks
stages, and light
sick.
the MVAC engine.
So you can actually still see the
We're
boot. No,
coming
you
up
can't.
on fairing separation in around 15 seconds.
You can't see the booster now. Dude, that is awesome. This looks so much cleaner. Look at this. Look, you can actually make out the details. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Okay, that's just a signal issue. I thought something had happened then.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Oh yeah, so they are
Both
actually
vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
they are cropping out
We did just hear
the
confirmation that we had successful fairing
payload
separation.
for
We will
this
be attempting
mission.
to retrieve those halves today once they fall back to Earth using our recovery vessel, Doug.
Doug.
We're now just about T plus 3 minutes in.
That is
50 seconds
crazy.
into
They've
today's
taken off
mission.
from like
We are in the
just
first
down
of the
here.
2 planned MVAC burns for,
So I
prior to
think
satellite
it was just around there. That's
At
where
T plus 6 minutes and
you can
30
actually see the
seconds, you
coast of
see on your
Florida up
screen
there.
The first stage is entry burn.
that is so
And
cool.
for the entry burn, we do relight 3 Merlin 1D engines. That's starting
Nice.
with the center E9 engine, followed shortly after that by the E1 and the E5 engines.
Are they actually
And this, of course, naming slows
what
the vehicle
engines
down
actually
as
get
it
relit?
passes back into the Earth's atmosphere.
That is quite cool.
We need to slow down to reduce the re-entry forces, and that helps us recover and reuse the first stage.
Man, look at it.
During
See,
that entry burn,
here in
Falcon
the
9
UK,
is
it's pitch
decelerating
black
by
right now,
firing its
so
Merlin engines, but we're
seeing
still
the
moving
sun
very
is
rapidly.
so cool.
And that causes the vehicle to fly through Merlin's exhaust gases, also sometimes called the rocket's plume. And this deposits a layer of soot on the vehicle's surface.
Nice.
And
Well,
that
I'm
soot comes
guessing
from the carbon-based fuel that
40%,
Falcon 9 uses.
60% of people that voted were correct in that there has been no explosion just yet. I mean, technically, we've still got about
Again, on the right side of your
a
screen
minute
is
or
a
so
view of our Merlin vacuum engine.
before anything could happen, potentially.
You can see in the telemetry in the bottom right, we are accelerating very rapidly towards orbit.
Yeah, it like
And on the left, we have
you
a
look at the
preview of
graph
our first
and you
stage.
think, God, 12,000, 13,000 kilometers an hour
You
is
can see it
fast.
starting to
But it
accelerate
isn't.
now,
It's still
heading
got to
back
go
down
round to
towards the
here.
surface of the Earth.
It's mad. I still have yet to do an actual launch in KSP2 that's exactly like this.
Both vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
I always fly up to apogee
Great
and
news
then
there
do a
on the
burn
nets.
and then
Both
circle
vehicles
eyes.
Continue to follow nominal trajectories. Everything is looking great so far in this mission.
Oh, look at that. So there's Florida there. That's the mainland. So that's like the bottom of Florida. That's like Key West and
Should be
all that
starting
lot.
up the entry burn on the first stage in just around 30 seconds.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, we Here we go. So the first stage is now starting to descend. You should have a relight. Yeah, here we go. We're going to relight some of the engines.
Stage 1 FTS saved.
There's confirmation of the
Look at
start of
that.
the entry burn on the first stage.
So I've
You can
always
see
wanted
the
to try and
quantity on the
find
bottom
it.
left side of your
Is that
screen.
it
We are
there?
now rapidly decelerating, and this burn should last around 20 seconds in total.
So I wish you could see it. Like, it'd be so cool if you could track where it is. Because that's roughly...
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
And there's confirmation of the shutdown of the entry burn.
I can't find it.
Reusability is key to lowering the cost of spaceflight, and that enables more investment in critical scientific research.
It would be so cool if
Falcon
you
9
could
first
see
stage
it.
that is
Like,
supporting today's mission has performed the entry burn for the
I'm
9th
sure there
time
could be
today.
like an AI program
This
that
booster
would
has
try and
previously
find
supported
and work out where it is.
OneWeb Launch 16, Intelsat IS-40E, and 5 Starlink missions.
Nice. Here we-
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
The Merlins on the first stage
No,
are
definitely not
optimized
that, because
for
that's
sea
just
level, and these
reflections,
achieve
lens flares.
190,000 pounds of thrust during ascent and descent.
Here we go, guys.
The MVAC engine on the second
So
stage
we
is
are coming in
optimized
hot
for
and heavy.
220,000 pounds of thrust in a vacuum.
Just about to pass through 13
Coming in
kilometers
next at around
high.
T plus 7
Oh.
minutes and 50 seconds. We should be shutting down our MVAC engine on the second stage.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
Right, can
And that
anyone
should be
spot
followed quickly by
the
our landing burn on
drone
the first
ship?
stage.
Because the drone ship should
Stage
be
1 transonic.
somewhere under this grid fin usually. It's actually a bit easier to see it at night time because
Confirmation of second engine
you can
cutoff
see
one.
like the lights and
Just
stuff like
awaiting
that.
Confirmation of a good orbital insertion.
Right, where are you? You're still 5 kilometers up,
Nominal
so
orbit insertion.
There we go. Great news. We have inserted the stage into a nominal orbit.
uh,
Again, we are coming up on the landing
there it is,
burn
there
of
it
the
is.
first
See it?
stage.
It's just underneath
Stage
this
1
grid
landing
fin.
burn.
There we go. You should
There
see
we
it
We
go
just
into the
light up
middle.
that central
There you go.
E9 engine. We're just waiting for Falcon 9 to land back on our drone ship. A short
Now,
fall of
how
gravitas.
quickly? Oh! We're losing it. Oh, there we go. Switch to the drone ship. There we go.
Landing leg deploy.
Oh no, Ooh, that had a bit of a bounce to it. She bounced
There
a
you
little
have it,
bit.
folks. That landing marks SpaceX's 245th recovery of an orbital class rocket. And that
That's
includes first stage
crazy.
landings for both Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy.
So what is mad that?
While the mission isn't over just yet, the second stage
Oh.
does have 2 additional burns prior to payload deploy.
Oh, look at
But
that.
since we don't have views of deploy due to the size of the payload adapter, we are going to end our mission coverage here.
Oh man.
Deploy is scheduled around the T plus 2 hour mark, so be sure to check back in
2
on our
hours
social accounts
later.
for confirmation of deploy. All of us here at SpaceX want to give a big thank you to
That
our
is
customer SES for
beautiful.
entrusting us with today's mission. We also want to give a shout out to the Range and the Federal Aviation Administration for supporting today's launch. This launch concludes our 282nd overall SpaceX mission to date,
Dang, that's
and our 83rd
crazy.
launch just of this year. And of course, thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in and for your continued support. We will see you again soon.
Well, guys, that was pretty awesome. Their stream quality has definitely improved. Yeah, that was. Yes, I will be here for Friday. I'm actually going to set up my live stream ready for then tonight, so you will see the place marker go out, and yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully streaming a lot more this week, as I've literally booked this week off work. Funny enough, I didn't book it off a Starship. I actually have a cousin who is his birthday on Thursday, so it was just so random that I've booked this week off. And then Starship potentially goes off on Friday. Like, oh, it's gonna be good if it does. I will be so happy. The live stream's obviously looking a lot better. So yeah, guys, on that note, I'm gonna end the live stream there. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Lee. Fly safe, land safer. See you guys in the next one. Bye.